Hi there, my name is JackTheFallout, and about 5 months ago I uploaded a video called The Hidden Lore of Blade and Sorcery, and after that video gained an astounding 45,000 views as of recording this video, let's say that video was a shocking success. I loved reading through all of your comments and theories as well. It's been such a humbling experience and it makes me so happy to see other people's theories and what people have to say. So if you want to leave your theories in the comments of this video, go ahead, I really enjoy reading them. And if you like these lore videos, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications to be notified whenever I upload a Blade and Sorcery lore video. The next one should be next year when Crystal Hunt releases. So because of the recent lore additions to the Steam page, my hand has been forced to make this video before the release of Crystal Hunt. Just a little disclaimer, most of this video is purely speculation and the lore is subject to change. With that being said, let's begin. First up, let's check the main menu. This big wormhole in the sky, I thought this was what caused a big bang and gave birth to magic. Turns out I was wrong, it's no wormhole or black hole. It's not a hole at all, it's actually a pulsar. What's a pulsar, you ask? After a quick Google, it is a highly magnetized rotating neutron star that emits beams of electromagnetic radiation out of its magnetic poles. And that sounds pretty goddamn magic to me. So this star could still be the cause of magic, but I'm uncertain at this point. I'm sure that we'll get spoon-fed more information when Crystal Hunt comes out. In my first video, I said that this is not set on Earth, it is a whole nother planet. Well, that's no planet, that's a moon. And that moon is named Byleth. Byleth is small and orbits a gas giant. So the world of Blade and Sorcery is set on a moon, and the moon is called Byleth. In my last video, there was actually something that I missed that was pretty important. The magical door that emits ominous energy hidden in the cave has yet another secret. If you go up to the door very quietly, stand still and listen, you will hear this. Putting the audio through a spectrogram leads to these results. Unfortunately, there's nothing there. The only reason I'm including this is to show you that I did it. We dig deep here at the JackTheFallout channel. The door itself has a very eerie and unsettling feeling about it. I half expected to hear a voice shout, "Get out!" Let's look at some of the new things, starting with all of the new locations, races and character backgrounds. In my first video I said you, the player, are from the north. That has clearly changed considering you can now pick your character background and race. So you are no longer from the north, you are from wherever you wish to be from. I give a huge standing ovation to the Blade and Sorcery team for all of the new races and characters that you get to pick from. It gives a really good sense of diversity and I love it. If we take a look at the brand new world map, we can see all of the different locations that now have been added to the lore of Blade and Sorcery, and to me this is big. If you draw your attention to the very center of the map, you will see a tiny little island there. And I'm pretty certain that that little island in the middle is the character selection zone. And if you look at the surrounding areas of that small little island, it appears that the gravitational push or pull of the pulsar has had an effect on the world in some way. It seems the middle of the map has been shifted into a perfect circle by the pulsar. I really like these small little attention to details that they have put into the world map. Let's dive into the deep lore of the locations and races. I saw that on Reddit, it made me chuckle. Iridian is the main location of the game. We have spent most of our time here, running dungeons, slaying in the market, as well as setting up shop in our new home location. The Kingdom of Iradians is where the game mostly takes place, with lush rolling hills, vibrant landscapes, giving off beautiful Middle-earth vibes. And oh yeah, the Kingdom of Iridan has a queen. The Iradians, I believe, are knights and protectors of the realm that they live. With impressive architecture seen in places like the Citadel, they are battle-hardened, protectors of their realm, and knights for the queen. This is a faction heading towards war. The Gladiators are an offshoot faction in the game, known as Redacted. They are a tribal confederation that inhabit the border regions of Iridan. The Gladiators cause quite a few issues for Iridan's queen, making it hard for her to spread out the borders of the Kingdom of Iridan. The Madina are dark-skinned warriors who live in the harsh, cold climates of Madlu. I think that the Madina were pushed from their original home, forced to adapt. While this is all purely speculation, I think that they have adopted a Viking-esque nomad lifestyle, wielding axes, raiding nearby villages, taking food and whatever they can. These brutal warriors are deadly, having trained day and night to help protect what little they have left. The Reiki from the Kingdom of Rakta. Very similar to what we see on Earth as China or Mongolia, Rakta with grassy savanna scrublands. The Reiki are an isolationist community, and this is because their king or queen have been corrupted by magic. I find it very interesting that magic in this world can corrupt a person, pushing your magical power too far, enough to make you a shadow of yourself. We have very little information on the people of Rakta. All I can say is I believe they would use weapons from ancient China or Mongolia. Up next we have the Centauri. I really like that name. That name's cool. Bow down to the Centauri. So, the Centauri, they live in Centaura. And I couldn't find anything on them. Nothing. I've got nothing. Okay, it's time to message the Baron, see what information I can get. And he couldn't tell me anything. Well, I do love a good mystery. I guess we'll find out more when Crystal Hunt comes out. And finally, we have the Karissi from the nomad lands of khar-tib. The khar-tib are located across the sea. This faction is rapidly growing and expanding. They are becoming a very large problem for the other kingdoms. I am not 100% sure, but they could be the reason for all of the blue flags you see all around the world. Because the Steam page says that the khar-tib are uniting under one banner, and that banner is the one that you see most in the game. But for some reason, I very much doubt this is the case, as the blue flag is most seen in Iridan, where the player home is. While it can be seen in other locations, I'm not 100% sold on the blue flag being part of the Karissi. The khar-tib or Karissi, they remind me a lot of the Dothraki from Game of Thrones. They give off that vibe. Even the name Karissi sounds a lot like Khaleesi. The Karissi are deadly and brutal warriors, fighting for their nomadish clans, wielding Kapesh swords and screaming at their enemies to strike fear in their hearts. And that's it for the races and places of Blade and Sorcery. I have one last mini theory regarding Crystal Hunt, the new game mode coming soon. With the release of the Crystal Hunt, I think dungeons are going to open up a lot more, with new locations and better rewards. And by open up, I don't mean open world, but close enough. You might need a horse. And what makes you say that, I hear you ask? Well, if you go to your home location, you can see that the trough has now filled up with water as of the most recent update, strongly hinting towards horses or any other livestock. I think when this new mode comes out, the player area will be opened up and a more larger area will be added, so you can horse around a little bit with your brand new horse. Horses are coming, mark me. With the release of horses, the creature framework will be coming too, and maybe more things will be added with horses upon its release. With the release of U11, apples were added, so I think in the horse update, or Crystal Hunt, you're going to be able to cook food as well. Let's say cooking up a lovely Jonathan dinner, or any other animal that you might be able to find. Anyway, I'm gonna go back and continue working on my brand new ambitious mod, and I will see you again when Crystal Hunt releases, as I'm going to discuss everything that I possibly can in Crystal Hunt when it finally drops. So if you would like to see that, then hit that subscribe button. I do a ton of virtual reality content. Anyway, thank you for watching. I've been JackTheFallout, and goodbye. You doing well? It seems you're missing a face. Ooh. Listen, looks like someone died doing what they love.
Yeah, baby! Yeah.
Torture devices. Oh, am I Gordon Freeman? I'm Gordon Freeman. I'm gonna...